Hello everyone, my name is Denis just recently graduated from University, and I was nominated by the ACS Kings and Queens to feature on the Future Leaders 2010.
Hi, I'm Adiola and I'm a recent graduate from University in psychology.
Currently, I'm working for Bank of New York Mellon, and I'm client relationship manager, and what I do in a nutshell is open up hedge funds for big institutions such as Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs and wealthy individuals.
Currently I'm a mental health worker, which means I work with people with severe mental health issues and writing up reports, CPAs, multidisciplinary work, that type of thing.
So Adiola, being on the Future Leaders, how do you think it's benefited you?
If I'm being perfectly honest, the Future Leaders was excellent, but I do think there was too much of a focus on the investment bankers. Now for me, or for some people, I think people thought there would be an immediate result, but I personally think I gained skills away from the immediate result instead of getting a job. So my confidence developed, I was able to network, I was able to learn how to talk to different professionals in a different way, the sort of approach that I would use, that sort of thing.
Okay, fair enough.
And what would you say yourself then?
No, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's like, for me, being in the financial services, as you said, I feel like there's a strong emphasis, because the majority of people, I'm totally honest, were from financial services background, and I think it helped me out a lot. For example, when I was going for interviews, I was able to talk about this, like this was like a focus point, and gave me a chance to talk about why I got chosen to be in the Future Leaders, and how it's been great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a great feeling, like being able to go home to my parents, show it to my parents, show them the magazine. When my uncles and aunties come home, have their fufu benki on the side, they can have the magazine to sit there, read it at the same time. So it's all good at the same time. So definitely, it's been great. And I don't know, who do you think is your favourite ACS Kings or Queens? Do you have a favourite, or someone that you feel like it's been great?
No, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think they're all good. I actually can't have a favourite, because they all do different work in different ways, and I think that just encompasses what they do. Do you know what I mean? They're a family, a business, and they're doing their thing, and I've got to rate that.
No, that's fair enough, fair enough. I'm not gonna lie, I've got a favourite. I can't lie, she stood out for me. Her name's Yinka, I think, and when Drop the World by Lil Wayne and Eminem came on, it was a bit mad because I got a bit excited, started doing dance moves and all sorts, so I'll definitely say she's probably one of my favourites. So that goes on point, definitely. So apart from, you've told us a little bit about yourself, so what have you been doing after university? Just can you go into more depth?
After I graduated, anyone that knows, getting into psychology is the biggest graft ever. So I applied for a couple of jobs, got a lot of rejections, and I emphasise a lot of rejections.
Nice. It's life, innit? If you don't get the job, I believe it's for a reason, innit? Like, you get the right one.
And then I thought, alright, cool, I'm not going to do nothing and I'm going to do some voluntary work. So I started working as a voluntary assistant psychologist, and I think that put me in good stead because I was able to know what they was looking for. So, I was going to meetings, I was writing up reports, I was doing things that, I needed the skills to go and apply for other jobs, but I didn't realise I needed them.
Okay.
And then I started working in a special needs school, which for me it confirmed for me if I wanted to go into psychology, and that was something that I truly do think people should go and do. Don't think, I want to do this job, I'm going to go into it. Do some voluntary work because it will reconfirm what you want to do. And
I guess you get to talk about that when you're going to interviews, because I feel like it's now difficult in the market at the moment, and like to stand out amongst your peers. I guess like all these voluntary work, even not going to pay you, these are focus points you can talk about in your interviews. So I definitely agree with you in that sense. And
for yourself, I know you've explained that you was in the financial industry, and I know that must have helped being a Future Leaders.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Apart from being in the financial services, I've actually done a number of other projects. I'm part of worked on Safirm, which was a successful project where we went into schools, colleges, universities, and provided entrepreneurship workshops for these young people to help them identify and develop their entrepreneurship skills, and that was a great success. Got a number of funding, was able to help a lot of young people secure jobs and actually start their own businesses, so I was proud of that moment. also set up a company called the Net Location, where we organise graduates and young professional networks with my colleague at university, and that's been another great success. And you came to that event.
I did. I was
I'll
there.
leave that to you to explain. But I felt that was a good night. But I'll leave it to a neutral.
I mean, again, I'm always going to talk from a realist point of view.
Yeah.
You know me, Dennis. But the Net Location was really good for me because I was able to meet like-minded people.
That's good.
And one of the problems I face being in psychology is that people don't go to networking events.
Yeah.
And even if you do find someone that's like you, it's not, oh, I know a friend that can get you into the business. You have to apply the same way. But like I said, networking gives you so many skills because obviously, everyone knows you can't make money from just a 9 to 5.
Yeah, true.
So it does help in the other remit, say if you want to do other things.
No, definitely. And talking about networking, like honestly, I can't emphasize strong enough. Like, make sure during your spare time, go out there to these events and network with these like-minded people because you never know. Like, it's not always about what you know, but it's who you know that can get you to where you want to get to. And trust me, networking has got me very far. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the brightest student in the world. I ain't got the great GCSEs. Trust me, if you knew my records in terms of my GCSEs and my A levels, I shouldn't be here right now. But honestly, I didn't let it dishearten me or stop me from doing what I wanted to do. I went out there, grinded, worked hard, and met great people, and now been given so many opportunities. And I want to ask you a question. So, who would be your role model in terms of role model?
Role model. The thing is, I wouldn't say I have a role model, but there's a collection of people that I can look up to. First and foremost, I look up to God, but different people do different things for me. So I haven't got a role model per se, but I have people that I definitely look up to, and I definitely would like to model. What about yourself, Dennis?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I know everyone's probably gonna say Obama or big people out there, like celebrities and all that stuff. But for me, I think it's the closest people to me, like my parents, my friends. Like, they're my role model, like being able to see my friends do so well, succeed in their own career pathway, being able to see them overcome challenges and problems that they face. Like, they're my role model because they push me to succeed. I can use a prime example at university. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I never used to wake up early for my lectures and everything. When I heard the alarm, back to snooze, that was it for me. And like, seeing other people from similar backgrounds as me, waking up in the morning, going to 9 o'clock lectures, I was thinking, if they can do it, why can't I? And seeing them get job opportunities, I was thinking, like, no, I need to up my game too. So those are my role models.